The gaming world is eagerly anticipating Grand Theft Auto 6. The trailer dropped not long ago with a 2025 release date, and we're like, oh man, that just feels like it's going to be eons from now. It definitely will probably get delayed, so maybe turn that into a 2026 release. Yeah, it ain't coming out anytime soon. Well, there's another topic in the gaming industry that's being speculated, rumor, innuendo about, and that's the Nintendo Switch 2. And I saw a couple articles talking about whether GTA 6 will even be able to run on the Switch 2 because we don't know any specs, any real details of Switch 2 or whatever the successor to the Switch is going to be called. At this point, I don't even care. I just need a new Nintendo console because I'm tired of playing on the Switch. I feel the Switch is severely underpowered at this point. Like, it's legit time to say goodbye to it. Yeah, it still sounds like hotcakes. Yeah, the games are amazing. There's Zelda, Mario, you name it. But it's time to move forward. And with that, the rumored Nintendo Switch 2 is supposedly going to be in stores by the second half of 2024, which would be exactly 1 year from right now. So a year from now, when you're about to open your Christmas presents, you might have a Switch 2 underneath that tree. Now, I want to talk into this whole speculation with the GTA 6 and the Nintendo Switch 2 and if it's going to be compatible and stuff, because this is something that I always feel was a weakness with the Switch, and that is that, again, the power of it leaves very little like capability for any of these big AAA games that come out. And I try not to harp on the Nintendo Switch too much. A lot of times I get asked if I'm going to be playing a game on the Switch, and I ask right away, especially if I'm streaming, I go, hey, do you know if that game's coming out on PlayStation or Xbox as well? And people are like, yeah, and I go, okay, good, because honestly, I would rather play it on those consoles, and it's not that knocking Nintendo. I'm a huge Nintendo fan, but there eventually came a point with the Switch where I just grew tired of playing on it. Whenever I'm playing some of the games, it just doesn't feel like I'm playing on anything that can actually run games without struggling at this point. And sure, there's still great games on there like Odyssey, Tears of the Kingdom, Breath of the Wild, Metroid Dread, the Xenoblade games, you name it. There's a lot of great games and content on there, but sometimes if there's a game that is also out on PlayStation or Xbox, I would rather just play it on those consoles. That way I know it's going to be a lot better than what I'm going to be getting on the Switch. Because I just feel the Switch is just, at this point, yeah, it's still selling. Yeah, it's still doing good. It just doesn't feel like a real gaming console to me. And a few years ago when the Switch came out, I wouldn't be thinking that. Because for the longest time, I was super Nintendo loyal. And I missed out on a lot of great fucking games. I take that as a bad, take as far as being a gamer goes. But I would just rather play a game that's coming out on the Xbox than on the Switch. Just because I know that it's going to look better. It's going to have ray tracing. It's going to have, or the PlayStation 5. It'll have the ray tracing. It'll have the frame rates, everything that the Switch can't do. So at this point, they need to bring the Switch 2 out. I mean, look at the platform right now. GTA 5 didn't even come on the Switch. What makes you think GTA 6 will come on the Switch 2? I bet you GTA 5 will come on the Switch 2. And by then, it'd be over a decade later. It'd probably be like, 12, 13 years after the fact that GTA 5 finally came to a Nintendo console. It'd be way too late at that point. So yeah, it hasn't been officially unveiled. We have no idea about the tech. There's rumors that it's going to be about as strong as a PS4. I don't know. There were some insights in this recent article that I read from Digital Foundry, and they looked at a lot of the trailer for GTA 6, most notably the ray tracing elements and the lighting effects and how many NPCs were on camera. And to be honest, a PS4 won't be able to run GTA 6 either. This is like legit next-gen console-based, PC-based gaming. And something like the PS4 or even the Xbox One, and especially the Nintendo Switch, won't be able to run it. And if the Switch 2 is going to be compatible with the capabilities of a PS4, forget about it. We're not going to be seeing GTA 6 on a Nintendo Switch 2. Especially if it's a mobile chipset, again, in the Switch 2, like they did with the Switch. not. I'm sorry, Nintendo fans, and that includes myself. We're going to once again be let down when it comes to hoping for these big, huge, major releases. And sure, there's like the Mortal Kombat 11s and the Mortal Kombat 1s, and eventually some games make their ways over, but usually Nintendo Switch ports have kind of been hit or miss. For the most part, they're mostly miss. There's a lot of games out there that come finally, and they just don't run great. Ray tracing is something that's been heavily relied upon, I guess, to make games have this realistic feel. And you could definitely tell in the GTA 6 trailer, they're taking advantage of the ray tracing capabilities that the PS5 and the Xbox Series X have. And according to Digital Foundry and other industry insiders, the Switch 2 might not even have the proper capabilities to run GTA 6 smoothly. I also have to look at the history of Rockstar with the Nintendo Switch. We just barely got GTA Trilogy Definitive Edition, where we're playing PS2 era games on the Switch, and even then they were a buggy mess. I don't know if you guys were aware, I live streamed San Andreas, and I was met with game-breaking bugs and glitches. The game barely operated the way it should have. Red Dead Redemption came to the Switch just barely this last year, and that was over a decade just about as well that the game had come out, when it was already available on the 360, the Xbox One, PS4, PS3. It's an old game. It's been ported everywhere, and it took how long to get on the Switch? On top of that, LA Noire came to the Switch, and it was already 6 years old at that point. So if I had any kind of guess on that, I think any games that Rockstar make cause Nintendo Switch to struggle a bit. They're high-end, they're open world, they have a little bit more of a demand on a console than even Breath of the Wild. Think about how much more there is to a game like GTA 5 than there is with a Breath of the Wild. Now, if Rockstar really wanted to try, maybe they could do it, but look how long it takes them to get games ported over. And we still haven't had GTA 5 ported over. Since the Switch came out, that was always a rumor that GTA 5 was going to be coming out. And I don't think we could honestly, seriously expect GTA 6 to be put on the Switch 2 if we still haven't even had GTA 5 ported over. But yeah, these two trending topics, the GTA 6 topic and the Nintendo Switch 2 topic, they're not going away anytime soon. We're going to be getting a lot of people, a lot of the regular culprits like, Spawn Wave, RGT, beat 'em ups, myself, and so forth. We're going to be talking about these topics because honestly, I'm looking forward to playing the Switch 2, but I'm holding my breath. I'm keeping my expectations in check because I know when it comes to Nintendo systems, they tend to want to be a little bit on the, I guess, budget side of things when it comes to making these consoles. They never ever have these huge, high-powered capabilities and stuff, and it always seems like they're a step or two behind when it comes to the current landscape of third-party and AAA title development, which is unfortunate because it would be cool to play a GTA game on the go, especially if the Switch 2 is going to have the hybrid portable console setup like the Switch does at this time. So I don't know, guys. What do you think? Are you holding your breath? What do you think about GTA 6? Looking forward to playing that. Comment down below, guys. Don't forget to leave a like and share this video with a loved one or a friend. I appreciate y'all as always. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next episode.